Hello, ladies of the active and attractive community. Welcome to the Signature Masterclass. Oh my gosh, I just have to say it is such a pleasure to be doing this masterclass here with you today because it has been a while since I've done anything like this. And inside of this community, to be here means the world to me because people like Claire, who I see is watching right now, you ladies have built such an incredible community here as we've explored who we are on our fitness and health journeys as leaders, as entrepreneurs, as career and purpose-driven women. We have grown together. I'm so happy you're live, Claire. Hello, and I'm welcome, seriously welcome, because this masterclass is meant to touch our hearts so that we can connect more deeply to the part of ourselves that we're running from, the part of ourselves that we're hiding from, and allow ourselves to write the signature of our own personal approval on ourselves, so that when it comes to exercising, when it comes to taking care of ourselves, when it comes to moving our bodies and just doing the most, Lindy, hello sister, how's it going? When we write off on ourselves, this is when the entire world opens up to us. And so I just want to welcome you guys into this experience. This is meant to be a conversation. So I want to hear what comes up for you. I want to hear what touches your heart, what brings you into a place of higher operation. And when you feel that feeling, let me know down below what is resonating with you. Beth, my girl, hello, hello, hello. Good. So you're cooking food. That's a-okay, Lindy. Whatever you guys got to do, when you guys are present here, it completely changes the energy of this conversation. So as you're here, whether you're watching or you're engaging, whether you're watching live or on the replay, I promise you, your energetic signature is making an impact to this conversation. So I want to welcome you guys first and let you know that this community is about to change. Okay, I have been blessed with a very big vision for what we can offer here in this space because my intention is to get all of us just revved up and going so that we can take part in the act of self-care. And why is it that I care so much about self-care? Self-care to me has been something that I have struggled with for a very long time, even in the seasons where I was a health professional. I've been doing this for years, okay? I have been a health coach, I've been a fitness instructor, I've worked in research laboratories, I have studied our body up, down, and sideways. I've worked with men, women, children, the elderly. I've seen it all. And the act is different than the knowledge. The actions we take towards ourselves is different than just knowing it. And so one of the big things that I've had to uncover for myself is what does it look like to take care of me no matter what? What does that look like? How is it that I can hold so much knowledge about the human body? How is it that I can write programs and plans for other people? How is it that I can just really play these themes out in my mind? I can picture myself running, but when I look at my feet, they're not going anywhere. How is this possible? Where is the disconnect? This was something that I absolutely had to sit down with myself and figure out, especially because as a fitness coach, hello, Laura, I see you, girlfriend. Hello, welcome. As a fitness coach, it's one thing to teach something, and it's a completely different thing to embody it. So as leaders, we don't want to just speak. And as leaders, we don't want to just think. As female leaders, we want to do, but we want to make sure the doing that we do comes from the place of us being. That's deep. It's good. And the only way that we can be in a way that feels good, in a way that we crave, in a way that we want to consistently show up, means that we have to own our identity. This means that we have to know ourselves inside and out. Despite what we see in our environment, we have to know who we are so that when we take action, we are in alignment. This is the biggest complex that I battled for a very long time, because every time I would get myself to get up and do something for me, every time I would get myself to go do something for my health, I would always run into an invisible wall. It's like I could see the picture. I could see my health. I could see my body change. I can see that my energy is connected to my business. I could see all of these things, but I couldn't quite bring myself to do the thing, and I couldn't understand what in the world. My issue was that I hadn't connected with myself well enough to where I could sign off on me. Knowing ourselves is the key to everything you will ever do. Ladies, when you know yourself, you will do it. I promise you. You are not in this group for no reason, and you are not on this video chat for no reason. When you think it, you do it. But there are conditions that we have in our heart, because we are so authentic. We love ourselves so much that we'll actually only do the things that we know what the outcome will be. This is called playing it safe. Hello. Beth says, it's hard to put myself first as a mom and a wife when it comes to this. It's so true. And it's easy to do these things for other people, because when we marry someone or we decide to be in a relationship with someone, we have written our signature on this person and said, you, I believe in. You, I'll do anything for. You, I got you. I will do things for you. And when it comes to our children, I don't know this, but I can only imagine, we will bend over backwards to make ourselves available for them because we know them. They are actually a part of us. We know what we want for them. We know how we want them to experience us. We have written our seal of approval on them. Therefore, it is a no-brainer as to what we will do. But knowing is different than doing, but knowing is connected to what we do. Lindy says, I know that I have always tended towards showing up for other people, but not as much showing up for myself. That's what I'm working on. And ladies, I want you to understand that this is a very, very common theme for all of us. But it's no longer allowed once we're aware. The beauty in this awareness, this realization, is that all the journey actually is for us to decide that I'm gonna write a signature of approval for myself. I'm gonna get to know me, and then I'm going to approve of me. The invisible wall that I was suffering from, the not doingness of my life, even when it meant that I sacrificed my body for every other person except for myself, was that when I slowed down enough and put two and two together to say, you know what, Sammy, in your business, you can't grow until you know what it is that you want. In your marriage, you can't expand and reach the massive romantic dimensions of what marriage has to offer until you know yourself. You cannot be a good friend with boundaries and be there for the people you love consistently until you know yourself. Because you can't operate authentically until you've decided what is good for you and what is bad for you. Ladies, I was 31 when I realized how far I've made it in my life without truly knowing me. The relationship with execution, meaning doing things, right? I always say exercise is a big insight to our relationship with execution. I was connected that if my doing, the things that I would do, was attached to other people, I'd do it. But the second it came down to me, my execution, gone. I had made it 31 years in my life, getting as far as I did without fully approving of myself. And I can tell you I've accomplished some really incredible things. I'm getting chills right now. Sorry, I need 2 seconds. When I let myself look at me, there's so much to be proud of. I have incredible friends. I actually found an incredible guy. If you can believe it or not, it took me a few people to go through and they were not good. It took me a little while. Lauren, I'm so happy. Marie, all of you ladies, I love you guys so much. I found a house, an apartment that I was in love with. I built a business with a brand that stood for something. I've made it a really long way without knowing myself. It is possible for us to go decades without being crystal clear on who we are. The fact of the matter is that we can still execute without approving of who we are. But there is a point where we hit the invisible wall, where we see the life that we want, that has us where we're happy. It's like when we look through the invisible wall, we see ourselves happy and healthy, laughing, joyful, free, feminine, just overflowing, highly energetic. We see it through the invisible wall. Yet we can't seem to find what's missing. So we go around the wall, still acting without approval of self, and we will continue to build things and engage in things and create things. We'll still do the do. But we will almost operate and work around what it is that we really want. And the reason being is that we won't accept what it is that we really are. I hit money roadblocks. I hit relationship roadblocks with friends and family. I hit so many walls down to the point to where I was operating, but my body was begging me to stop, to rest, to slow down. Janine, hello, hello, hello. My body was begging me to slow down. My calendar was overrun. I was overcommitted, operating and operating and operating, to where something in my body manifested. It was a signal that I should probably rest and slow down, but I only knew one way to operate. And it wasn't until I got a hormone panel that I discovered that my adrenals shot, my progesterone levels really small, which those hormones are highly necessary for bearing children. And my body, all of the fatigue and the stress and the bad sleep and all of these things were shot, all because I had made it 31 years without approving of myself. Ladies, this is not okay. This is not okay for me. This is not okay for you. This is not okay for any of us. And the reason being is that we will watch our dreams through the invisible wall. We will see ourselves happy, but we won't let ourselves experience it. We will know logically what it is that we are supposed to do, but we won't bring ourselves to do it. We claim ourselves as leaders. Leaders being women who see where things are supposed to go. We see where things are meant to be. We see that there are young people watching us who are looking up to us to be something different. Yet we will hold the vision in our bodies and we won't act in alignment to that vision. And it makes us slow, it makes us sick, and it makes us tired. What I want to rally with you today in this conversation is I want us to not sign off on this type of lifestyle anymore. I want that we leave this conversation looking at the fact that our signature is not just a name that we write on a paper. Our signature is actually defined as the characteristic that uniquely makes you. Claire, Janine, Lauren, Laura, Marie, Beth, all of you ladies are here. Lindy, all of you guys have a very unique signature. You have something to offer that's like, oh, it's different than me. You also have something to offer that is very similar to me. We are different and we are the same. Your unique characteristic can only be witnessed if you know yourself. Because when you know yourself, you can be like yourself. You can do things like yourself. You can have things like yourself. You can represent yourself. Laura says no, so not okay. I'm so glad I clicked on your little bubble today. Laura, I'm so happy you're here. Because when you step into the fullness of who you are, the doing becomes so easy. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Are you willing to fully express your identity as you and walk through the invisible wall? Now, ladies, you guys know me really well. Most of you guys on the call, if you're new to me, you're about to learn me. When I talk about fitness, it's very little about the actual fitness part. There's very little to talk about to me when it comes to fitness, because fitness is go run. Fitness is do the push-ups. Fitness is here are the exercises, go execute on them. The issue with fitness is that our fitness is directly tied to our willingness to connect with ourselves. I want to hear from you guys. How would you define the word signature? I want you guys to pop this down in the comments below. What is the word signature? What does it mean to you? I'm going to take a drink. The word signature. When you hear the word signature, what do you think of? I'm gonna wait for this one because this is gonna be really interesting to see what what does this definition mean to you? What words come up for you when you hear the word signature? Lindy says a mark that shows your approval. Stamp of approval. I sign off on this. Want to see if anybody else responds, because ooh, Marie, your answer, girl. Your unique essence. Wow. How many of us are not willing to claim that we are unique and that we even have an essence? We kind of like to hide, and hope that no one really pays attention to us so that we can just go do things without people actually approving of us, right? Beth says a thing that shows an agreement to something. Oh, I love that. Individual, the thing that identifies you. Okay, so what we all just agreed here is that our signature is a mark that shows our approval, and it's also a unique definition of ourselves. It shows an agreement to something, anything, showing your identity and agreement. Boom, Janine just summed it all up. Our signature says that when I do this, when I write my name, when I show up, I'm agreeing to this. If someone handed you a petition for something that you really, really loved, you're there and they're like, we shouldn't have this anymore. Sign this petition. You would be like, no, I actually really like that thing. I don't want to put my mark of agreement on that. We don't sign anything that we don't approve. Now, the other tandem of signature is that one of the definitions I discovered was that a signature is it's like an energy. It's almost like an energetic characteristic that describes something. So when I think of the energetic signature of fitness, the energetic signature of fitness is very congruent to all things well. This is why, maybe you guys would disagree, this is why when we think of exercise, we're like, that's good for me. Exercise is good for me. Whether or not I do it or not, exercise is good for me. The energy of fitness lies in the realm of health. And when I define health, health equals our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions all equaling us feeling well. So when we have thoughts that aren't so great, we have mental health issues. And when we have feelings that are really wobbly and tilted and off, we have emotional health issues, sometimes spiritual health. When we have actions that are not aligned to who we really are and we're doing things that aren't really good for us, we end up having physical health issues. So the energy of exercise tends to lie in the realm of health because it makes us feel good. And when we bring ourselves to health, when we bring ourselves to exercise, we are saying health, which has the energetic signature of wellness, joy, abundance, wealth, all of these incredible things, we are allowing ourselves to agree that if I am here with this thing, I am signing off for approval for myself. Writing our signature on the energetic signature of fitness is us opening our arms and saying, I want this. I want this. There is so much power in allowing ourselves to have the things that are good, the things that are well, the things that raise us up to become better as women, as leaders, as thought thinkers, thought leaders, the people who are paving the way for new things, when we open our arms to say, I align to this thing that makes me well, we are writing our signature off on that by allowing our unique essence to be consumed by this thing that is naturally good. Are you guys following this? It's a little bit, but this is really what we are doing. So every time you choose to actually go for a walk, you are writing your signature, your name, your identity. You are handing your identity over to an energy that is good. Every time you engage with your lower back pain and you take care of it, you stretch, you alleviate it, you touch this energetic signature of something healthy so that you too can feel well. You were saying, I approve of myself. I'm writing the signature for myself. How often do you let yourself approve of you? How often do you let yourself write your name on who you know you are? These are the questions that are very elusive, but I will be straightforward with you, ladies. These are the questions that we must ask ourselves. Because when you find yourself knowing but not doing, your health is off. The unfortunate part about being an information consumer and learning and knowing is that without the action piece, because it's thoughts, feelings, action, without all three of those going in alignment, we create disturbances, uneasiness, dis-ease in our bodies to where the thoughts and the feelings have no place to move through action. And when we don't let the action happen, it gets backed up and we start to feel off. And the feelings we have in our body, we start blaming ourselves and thinking thoughts that are condemning. And now we're sitting there not wanting to take action because now our thoughts and our feelings are all backed off and we're definitely not wanting to sign off on ourselves. Laura says, I apologize, I have a meeting I need to run to. I'll be back. Mwah. I love you so much. Beth says, this is so good in the pep talk I needed. Thank you. I have to head out for an event. You are amazing. I love you so much, Beth. Thank you for being here. You can catch the rest on the replay. So the thing is the disconnect is not your inability to act. It's actually about your willingness to look at, why am I not signing off on ourselves? Now, this is the final piece I want to bring to you because this part is very real and it's also very empowering if you allow yourself to walk through this, okay? So when we don't let ourselves do, what we're saying is that we're not enough, okay? Now, not enoughness is a very big plague that we walk around with in our mindsets, okay? Not enough will show up as, I don't have enough time to do that. I don't have enough time. And not enough will say, well, I don't know if I have enough money for that because, you know, it's just this thing, it's like, you know, and maybe, and I just don't have enough time. Or, you know, I don't have enough energy for this because I need to save my energy, ... Not enough is us actually saying that although we feel like we don't have enough time, we don't have enough money, we don't have enough energy, what we're saying is our identity, who we are, is not enough for the desire that we know we're after. Not enough. I love you, Maria. I'll catch you later, sister. Not enough means that we're not allowing ourselves to be enough. Being enough can only come, though, from knowing ourself. Know ourselves. You are enough. But what is enough? We can't define that if we're just using the word, right? You are enough, but what are you enough of? This requires for you to know your personal identity. The reason I was giving myself to everyone and everybody, so much so that I was building awesome things, but not the full picture of how I saw my life, was because I didn't let myself approve of what it was that I really wanted. I didn't let myself approve of who it is that I really am. I deviated around my truth and I got really far, but I continued to run into an invisible wall that did not allow me to live my life in the fullness of what I knew I deserved to experience. When we say, I do not have enough, what we're saying is that I am not enough. What I want to encourage us to begin to look at is to say, you know what? If I'm saying that if I don't have enough time, if I don't have enough money, if I don't have enough energy, I really need to discover more of what it is that I am. We can be unique in all of our power, but when we do not actually have clarity, we cannot think the clear thoughts that allow us to feel the clear feelings, which allow us to do the clear actions, and that is our dysfunction. Ladies, your fitness journey is the simplest journey you will ever embark on. It's the simplest because the actions that are required happen like that. You eat the food, you go for the walk, you do the thing. The doing is like bada bing, bada boom. I tell you as your coach, you go work out, 30 minutes, go do it. You should do it. Body will change. It's inevitable. But when we begin to make the thoughts in our head and turn them into excuses, the key is not to let them just be excuses because they're not. The excuses are actually just big arrows pointing at the fact that we are operating with lack of self-approval and saying that I am not enough. You are enough. We just need to clear you up a little bit more. We just need to get your identity and squeaky, squeaky, make it clear. Because I can guarantee you, like we were saying before, when you write off on that friend, when you write off on that client, when you sign off and you say, that man right there, come to me. When you know what it is that you are signing off on, there is no doubt in your mind that you will take action and do the things that you've got to do in order to have it, experience, be it, do it. There's no blip. What we want is that we get clear on you. You are everything. You are worthy. I sign off on you, and I know you are ready to sign off on you. Claire, I'm so happy you're loving this, girl. This is what we are doing here in the active and attractive community. Ladies, we are here to sign off on ourselves. And what I want you to connect with is that one way that you can begin to start the process of signing off on yourself is to play with the thoughts and the feelings that you have around your relationship with exercise. If exercise is our insight to our relationship with execution, we get to look and see what's going on here. It's laying all of this out on the table and saying, I am this, but I'm not doing this. Where is my disconnect? Where is this identity that I need to get clearer on? If I am a unique beautiful, powerful female leader, how can I gain my clarity so that I can play with the energetic signature of wellness, health, nutrition, food, exercise, health? How can I get myself so clear on my identity that I function in this like that? Ladies, this signature masterclass is that I want you to look at yourself and say, I sign off on me. And there will be some work that gets to go into that. And I want you to know that that is exactly what this group is for. I wanted to do this masterclass because I wanted to set this tone as the precedence that when you see your name, when you look at your actions, when you see what you're doing, you know who you are. So ladies, this is the end of the masterclass, and I want to share with you how we are going to move forward inside of this group. This group is for the woman who is ready to bring health and fitness into her lifestyle. This group is for female leaders who are looking to take action. Janine, your group, I am so happy you caught this live, girl, because you are witnessing history right now. We are pivoting the wheel because this intention is that we are looking at ourselves health-wise with our chin up. We know who we are and we're standing in our power. And when we pursue our businesses, when we go after our relationships, when we're looking to be just better people in the world, we know that we have our health in alignment and that our health fuels the identity that we're extremely clear on. So ladies, this group here, this is your resource center. You will be seeing new posts that are going to act as opportunities for you to expand your knowledge base. Okay? Now, remember, the key with knowledge is not just to learn. We don't do that here. We learn so that we can act. Learn to act. The learning is going to help reframe our thoughts so that we can step more into our beingness. And when we know who to be, because we know who we are, we can act clearly, strongly, and we can take steps in a way that is so streamlined, that as leaders, as mothers, as women, as all the things, we can do it with ease. I promise you, there is a way to function in this lifetime to where you are doing things, having it all, being everything you desire, and it feels like butter. This for me is healthy leadership. Healthy leadership. We are not here to just do. We want to do in a way that feels so good. The active and attractive way is that when we take action, we do it so that we become more energetically attractive. We're not bending ourselves out of shape. We're not creating more uneasiness in our body. We are so clear on who we are that we are operating in alignment so well that we are willing to sign off on ourselves. We're willing to play with every thought, every desire, every dream that we hold. Lindy, yes, we know that even the biggest things that we are so afraid of pursuing, we can do it because we're strong, we're healthy, we know ourselves, and we know how to sustain our energy because we understand our bodies. The intention is that we attract our life to us. We don't push for it. And when we stand in our power, things seem to happen just like that. What I want you to notice after this masterclass, like I said, is that this group is going to change, and I'm going to share a few pieces that you can play with as you watch the group evolve, okay? So what I'm going to do here in the group is I'm going to offer more coaching. Okay? So one of the themes that I found when it comes to being a woman on the move, right? Like, right? Those little leopards, you guys are like on the move. We will always find something that is the invisible wall. We'll find something that we rub up against. And when we have the audacity to not try to figure it out on our own, but instead to actually ask questions, we can receive the knowledge, receive the wisdom, boom, and pivot and take action in a way that is more in alignment for us. Question culture is the new dimension I want to add to this group. I want you ladies to not be afraid to ask. Whether it's asking me, asking the group, even asking yourself, saying, what is it that I need to move through this question that's got me blocked? When we can ask in a question-based culture, we become students again. And ladies, when we were students in school, we could never really get it wrong because if we asked, we could figure it out. But I've noticed that for myself, there was a season where I stopped asking. I felt like I had to do everything myself and I should just know already. But that is one of the ugliest, unhealthiest ways to think because we're communal creatures. We are the body together. We grow and we rise together. So what I can see is different than what Lindy can see and what Karen can see and what Claire and Janine can see. We all have different vantage points to be able to offer our perspective of wisdom. And in this group, I want to establish more of a question culture where I think we're back. Okay. I bet my face froze So, okay, my internet was disconnected. Maybe you were watching me and I was like, what am I doing? Okay, so we're back. So yes, what we want to do is I want to establish a question-based culture. So in the questions thread, what I want to see from you guys is for you to start asking questions. I don't care if it's about digestive enzymes. I don't care if it's about what kind of workout should I do. That should have happened while the internet was reconnecting. I don't know why I just did that on live, but you gotta just pass that. It's a bodily function. Okay, so questions are prime. So whatever questions are coming up for you, ask, get your coaching, get your question answered. And what I'm gonna do is based on the questions that are asked, I'm going to go live. So I want to be more present in this group and support you guys with the things that are currently you're working through in your life. So with these questions, I will make a live video if it's not just a quick little something I can respond to. But in order to keep this succinct and have it all easy to find, I'm going to post a questions thread so that you can ask your questions. I could see it easily, and then I will respond via a video. Okay? So this is going to help begin to jog your brain and say, where can I improve in my health? How can I play with the energetic signature that fitness and nutrition have to offer me? How can I step more deeply and more powerfully into my leadership as an attractive leader and as a healthy leader? How do all of these connect? And these are the things that you shouldn't be afraid to ask. If it's on your mind, just ask the question. Just ask the question. Don't second guess it. Don't feel like you have to figure it all out on your own. That is what the group is all about. Now, the layer that we're going to take this even deeper, and this is something I'm really excited about, is that from this point, this month, all the way through December, I am going to guarantee that I will be offering one monthly Zoom call here inside of the group. Okay? So one monthly group coaching call to connect with you. I want to talk with you. I want to see where you ladies are at. I want to hear what you are currently working on. The beauty about Zoom calls for me is that I get to see your face. and I get to see you in a conversational manner. So rather than me talking to you here through Facebook Live, although I love my good old Facebook Lives, I want to propose that we get together on Zoom. And this is a completely free experience. I want to offer my time to this community because I believe in you and I sign off on you and who you are. So what we're gonna do is we are going to be doing a weekly Zoom or a monthly Zoom call where I will post the times and the dates inside of the group as events. And if you are available, you can hop into the group and we are going to start our conversations. Now, the beautiful thing about your journey, my friend, is that you cannot mess this journey up. And you sharing your story, you sharing your perspective, what you are currently working through, I can guarantee you, you are going to be helping someone else. So these Zoom calls are free coaching calls that I want you to hop in on. You can come, you can go, it's completely open, but I will share the time with you guys whenever that's up and available, and you'll see more about that once I set the dates, okay? Now, the other thing that you will see is that I will be listing out the programs that I have available for those of you guys who are ready to take action now. So there is a whole system I've been working on the back end. And this system is fully created for everything movement. Later down the line, I will be sharing with you guys more nutrition-based programs and more leadership-based programs, but I have been working heavily on the fitness-based programs because the vision I have been imparted that has been imparted to me consists of so many female leaders moving their bodies. And as a personal trainer and fitness coach, I know that part I can handle. Like I want to be there with you while you guys are moving. So there is a series of workout programs that are coming. There is already one out called Initiation, and this is the same as if you and I trained together in person. We would start with training your core. Core strength is everything in my world because when we talk about proper posture and alignment, your core decides that. And if you can imagine, we were just talking about identity, same thing is true. When we are in touch with our core and we know how to function in our core properly, we get to do all of our other movements well. So whether you're experiencing pain or you're post-pregnant and you want to strengthen your pelvic floor or you just want a nice six-pack abs, this program is to get you started. And it's mostly for those of you guys who are like, I just need to be consistent. Initiation is the starting place. So if you want to hop into Initiation, this will be listed as well in the series of posts that will go in the announcement section. Initiation right now is available for $222. So this 6-week program is going to release the foundation, completely give you the insight in how I give people the mindset to start their workouts. And this is meant to launch you off into a fitness journey that you get to maintain for the rest of your life. We like to do things easy in my world, and I promise you it will kick your butt, but it will also be something that you can grab, that you can achieve, and even leave you craving for more exercise. So I want to see you guys in a sweet spot where you can do all things and you can build off of things over time. That is what Initiation is about. Now, in this thread where you will see that program listed out, you will start to also witness more programs developing. So pay attention to my personal page. I will be launching on there and I will share it inside of the group as well. But that list will be expanding, and I have something really exciting that I'll be offering in November that will allow you to have access to all of the things. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I said it for you guys today. So if Initiation is standing out to you, like I said, right now it's $222 on this masterclass. After today, the price is going to go up to $333 for the experience. So I would love to have you guys hop in if it feels like it's calling to you now. Otherwise, you can get it at the higher price, all as well, whatever works best for you. But I want to let you know that these are all the pieces to equal the beginning of a healthy, powerful journey. So ladies, keep your eyes peeled in this group. I'm going to be going in, me and my team are going to be going into the group, and we're going to start shifting some things around. It's going to be over the next little while, so just pay attention because it's going to consistently update. But if you aren't going to hop into initiation, I want to thank you so much for being here in this group. I cannot tell you. There is going to be so many opportunities for you to learn more, experience more, and discover more of who you really are. Your identity fuels your actions. And my mission is to see more women define who they are so that they act in alignment and feel and become more energetically attractive. So ladies, thank you so much for being on this call with me today. You just, you light up my world. I can't wait to continue our journey together. And if you know anybody that would resonate with this video, that you believe could benefit from hearing this message, invite them into the group. All they need to do is to sign the questions, write their signature on answer the questions that are required to enter into the group, and I will approve them and you can tag them on this video. Wow, I can't wait to be spending more time with you all. So with that being said, ladies, message me if you want to sign up for initiation. Otherwise, ask all of the questions in the world. We're going to make this a #question culture group, and I will see you inside. Jamie, I see you, girl. I love you. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.